Right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Scientific Forum, our second call in the year. And for today's agenda, we're very glad to have all of our four APAC study owners to join us today, where we will share the updates or status for each of the study, and then we'll be discussing in depth of kind of what's the plan, what's the priorities, and next steps for us to go promoting and continuously working on the four studies for the year. So with that, I see Changsu is here, Nicole is here, Professor Wang, Ian is here, and then do we have Chen? I think we have our study owners here. So as the reminders have gone through during the week, so we like to kind of really quickly go through the table of each of our studies and then provide a quick update so to refresh everyone's memories. So with that, I was just wondering if anyone wants to start, any of the study owners wants to kick us start. So we don't really have an order, but I think technically we have APAC study number one being the chapter study. So
Chan, I don't see Chan here.
Okay.
Subin, is Professor Chan going to join the call, or is somebody else going to speak on behalf?
Maybe he will late. I
Okay.
heard from Sujang.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I guess Chan is not an
sorry,
option.
Chan will be late, so I think he has to do it later.
That sounds good.
Sorry for the late response.
No problem. So Chongsu, you're on the up top of my screen, so I was wondering if we can start from you.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Can I share my screen?
Yes. Let's see. And
then you can see now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, hi, I am Chong-Soo Kim from Aju University in South Korea, and I share very quick updates for data quality study of APAC, Odyssey APAC, and yes, yeah, this is quite in final stage. We already collected the CDM inspection reports for assessing data quality with several data partners. So therefore, we have done receiving 27 results from South Korea, China, Japan, Singapore, and Australia. So thank you again for cooperation. We already analyzed those results and presented those at APAC Symposium last year. So we are planning to write a manuscript and finalize this project. I set some milestones like below. First, we hope to write the first draft of manuscript until May and share it with the APAC community by June. And after that, maybe we need some revision and we will submit this manuscript until July this year. Sujin in our group will join this project for helping to finalize the results and write the manuscript. Yeah, that's all.
Thank you, Changsu. Any questions, comments from the team? So it seems like, obviously we already had a poster and everyone's results received for the paper. So if I'm understanding correctly, kind of in the near future for data quality study, it will be mainly Changsu from your side to continue with the manuscript writing, and then we'll have the reviews and all that. So there won't be much activities as from the team, as from the community, until we have the manuscript review. So we're kind of more later in a stage for the study.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
I have a question.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah.
So, hey, there's an effort to push abstracts and posters to other conferences like AMIA and ISB and ISPOR. And I'm just wondering, because the AMIA submission is due on the 8th of
true.
next week.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we want to submit this characterization because it kind of goes with AMIA, right? It's about informatics and all of that. If we want to submit something from Asia Pacific, because I think this is great work that maybe we need to publish more than just in the Odyssey environment. So that's my question, because if we do want to do that, then we have a week to get that abstract submitted for a poster. I mean, and some of us will be there so we can represent the poster, right?
So yeah, hi Moy, and just to share with the team, right? We are also submitting something to AMIA, and I just noticed that from their website they have quietly extended the deadline to 21st March.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Are they not nice to me? Okay, cool.
Yes, I mean, at least that's how I read it, right? When I look into the website, they have I don't think I received an announcement saying there's an extension, but they just updated on their website to the current deadline for the submission looks like 21st March. But please do read carefully and make sure I interpret it correctly.
That's cool. I'll check it out afterwards because I got to do a submission of a workshop, an Odyssey tutorial there too. So.
Okay, then if that's true, then you can procrastinate a little bit more.
Yes, thank you. But just that's a question I have, right?
Yeah, that's a great question and great proposal for submitting this study to the AMIA symposium. Yeah, that would be wonderful.
Cool. And please do let us know for the AMIA submission or subsequent. Is there anything else that we can contribute or need to help? Do let us know. I do have another question. I know that one of the hospital from Singapore, I think Yizu contributed the data. Definitely not for AMIA. For the final manuscript, if other hospital from Singapore want to join the study, is it too late now, or they're still open for them to come in at this stage?
I think it's possible to join more data partners because it's not quite difficult to run this package. So yeah, I think it is possible.
Okay, sounds good. Then I will talk to Yizi from my lab and get information. Then I will do another round of pitch to other hospital and see how ready they are in participating in this.
Okay, great.
Okay, we'll let you know. Okay, cool.
Cool. And I just actually did a quick check. According to Google, it is March 21 for the poster due date. Yep. So that's great.
Thank you.
So it must be, yeah, so we do have almost 3 weeks, I guess. Cool. Thank you, Chang-Soo. Any other questions? All right, so if we decide to go on AMIA, just let the community know, and then we can go from there for the poster review. Cool. Thank you, Chang-Soo. Oh, I see Professor Hai Chen. Hello. So I was wondering if you could kind of, as we just discussed Chang-Soo's study, I was wondering if we could have you to quickly share a status update on this study, and then we'll have the team.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
I'm sorry for being late. I think you can see my screen now. So this is the brief for the chapter study, which is aimed to characterize health by this APAC chapter to identify temporal effects of the pandemic. The target database was one of the target database include Korean nationwide database, and we applied to use this database for this study, and we submit the study package to the HERA, which owns the Korean nationwide database, and the dedicated environment for the study has been built, and the pilot package has been released, and you can access to the package in this link, which is shared. And I know that the Singaporean team is actually trying to execute this package. And also you can add your own study phenotypes by using the dedicated atlas and teams. So we've got several cohorts from the different chapters, but in the teams, I have only the phenotypes for the diabetes from Singaporean team. And if you want to join the study, please upload your core definitions by using Atlas I've shown before. This is the current update, and yeah, I'm definitely I'd like to finish this project until I'm not sure, but May or June of this year. Yeah, I think I can focus on the study now. So I want to finish this project until this year. So if you have any questions or comments, please let me know.
So Chen, when you say finish by May or June, do you mean the analysis phase or the manuscript writing and all that?
Yeah, actually, analysis, I believe.
Okay. So essentially having all of the results ready by Q2.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, I need to upgrade the package first. So that's what I need to do, and I'm working on it now.
So does that mean if the data partner wants to join, so they would be waiting for your new packages to be ready in order for them to execute?
Yeah, but
I
recommend,
or they can do something already.
Yeah, I recommend to use this package first because the environment will be identical because the HERA has their own specific environment. So this package is made to be compatible with the HERA's environment. So if you can execute this package in your environment, then it'll be much easier to execute the following packages for this study.
Okay, so this is only the pilot study and there will be more coming up.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. And this one should be, I'm assuming kind of for the data partners that we have here, they are not HERA, so this should be kind of compatible with different, non-HERA environment as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I made built some dedicated Docker imaging and the run RENV system too. So you can use either system to be compatible with this package. Because one of the most different thing is that it uses R version 3 rather than 4. So there is a big difference.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. So, but I think most people are on R 4 point something, so this should be okay. 5 or 4. I think we're on 4. Anyway, so it would be 405, I guess. Okay.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
I think it's 4.
I mean that
we have 4 point something.
Here I used the previous version of R.
Okay, so 4, right? I think most folks are on 4.1 or something like that. Right. Okay, and Hero was on a previous version. Got it. Cool. Any other questions, comments from the team?
Hi, hi, Chan. Just following Moi's suggestion just now, right? Should we also try to submit some abstract to AMIA as well?
Oh yeah.
For this
Stop
study?
beating me at this.
Oh yeah.
When is the deadline?
We just set the 21st.
21st of March.
If we don't, I mean, I'm just wondering, the question that's out there more of is, should we target other conferences as well, right? Because if the package isn't ready, when we don't have any results, it's kind of hard to write an abstract without results, right? So the question is really not maybe for this one, but if we are going to prioritize this particular study, one of the things we should think about in this study is there another conference, ISB, ISPOR, right? APAC, MedInfo next year, not this year, right? That we can target outside of just Odyssey.
Yeah, I like setting a due date for the study. So the 24th of March can be good due date, I think. So I can generate several results until then by using following advanced package. And so, Morning, do you have any plan to participate AMIA in this year?
Yeah, I was sharing with Moy. If yeah, some of my students are submitting some paper to AMIA. So if
Okay.
they got accepted, then I probably want to go. AMIA is one of the major conference, right? So
Right.
you see everyone else there. So I think for the team, for the Odyssey team as well, I think it's quite a good platform for us to socialize with all the med info folks around the world.
Yeah, because AMIA usually really close to the Odyssey Global Symposium. So I've never been to AMIA before, and I think I cannot go to AMIA forever because I need to participate Odyssey Global. But if Morning's team can join the AMIA this year, then I will support Easy to submit the abstract to AMIA for her diabetic sub-study.
Oh, okay, sounds
So,
good. Then I'll talk to
Dan,
Izzy and
Dan.
see.
Yeah, I will
Wait.
reach out to Izzy to submit the abstract and to try to provide more.
And Amy has satellite conferences too.
Oh yeah.
So they have satellite conferences, like which the abstract would be due later this year. So the other one that we can aim for is AMIA Informatics Summit. Like this year, it's actually in 2 weeks. So which is in March, right? Which would not conflict with the symposium. So if you want to target the subgroup of the main conference, right? So there's the annual conference that's in November, but then there's the informatics one that's typically in the spring. So you don't always have to target the main one. We can always target the informatics one, and the informatics one is actually easier to get into than the main one, right? Because the main one, lots of more people submit to.
Good. So that's it for my study.
Right, thank you. And then next, I think we have oh, okay. So I then have Nicole, if you want to share on our MS study.
Sorry, I'll unmute myself. I'll just
we can hear you now.
Okay, great. Just quickly share my screen, and just you can see that. Okay, just for those of you that are new to the session today and are not really aware of all the studies, this one is about the utilization of multiple sclerosis treatments across the APAC region, and the main idea here is to look at the change in therapies across time from the traditional therapies for MS to the early aggressive and highly effective treatments. So what we're trying to do is sort of see how different regions are treating MS and whether they're going earlier in lines of therapy with the more effective treatments compared to the traditional. So what we have been doing is creating the packages for these cohorts. And for those of you who were there 2 weeks ago, I think it was, we did the Odyssey APAC community call, and we were lucky enough to go through the first results of that from the IQVIA team, and we had a session on the cohort diagnostics, and we had a bit of a in-depth look at those results. Since that time, we had a follow-up meeting to really consolidate those packages and the cohorts. There were a few issues with the identification of MS using the Culpeper algorithm, which was something that came up in the Phenotype February from last year. And we talked about the fact that there's some medicines that are only used once a year or once every 6 months. And the definition of MS was that we had to have 3 medicines dispensed of a certain, type for them to be identified as MS, and that doesn't work for all of the treatments. So my task, and it's on my to-do list, is to, fix up those cohorts so that we do actually see those patients who are getting, the yearly infusions. At the moment, they're not there. So I'm fixing that up, and those cohorts will hopefully be developed soon. I've been a bit distracted with the APAC symposium organisation, but that's all happening. So that's really where we're up to at the moment with this study. But if anybody wants to, didn't attend that APAC community call 2 weeks ago, it was a great presentation and really went through in depth, how you do cohort diagnostics. And the recording is available on the team's site if anybody would like to look at that. So that's me, Jing.
Thank you, Nicole. And then for those who missed last community call 2 weeks ago, it's also on the OSCE website to watch the recordings. So Nicole, I think as Chan and Chang-Soo mentioned earlier, kind of their general timeline is to either have the submission or, for the study analysis to be ready around, Q2, June, May time period. So I was wondering if you have any kind of timelines in mind as well. I know with APAC Symposium coming up in June, in July, June and May probably will be a lot of planning for that, but just want to kind of for the team to understand a little bit about, any timelines that you have in mind.
I think realistically, we'll have some results ready to share for the APAC Symposium. I'll put in an abstract. Which, by the way, if anybody online would like to submit an abstract to the APAC Symposium, we're asking for submissions by the end of this month, so by the end of March. So it'd be great if all the studies would present as well. So pop in your abstracts or anything else you want to present at. So yeah, realistically, Jing, I think, I've got a week or so up my sleeve to finalize the packages and get them tested again, and then we'll ask for other data partners to run those cohorts. So realistically, by the middle of the year, I think, the APAC Symposium.
Gotcha. Cool. Thank you. Any other questions from the audience? All right. Thank you, Nicole. And next, I see we have the Hong Kong U team here. So also we have the Hong Kong the AKISO study that's been it's been ongoing, and then the several sub project has been ongoing. So I don't know if Ian or other folks on the call would like to share a quick update on the AKISO projects. I want to say projects, plural.
I let others to share. I'm coming to just hear.
Thank you. So I see Ivan or how you're here. Like, I don't know if any of the Hong Kong U team would like to share a quick status update on the studies.
Perhaps I'll share.
Okay, thank you.
Can you guys see my screen?
You need to speak louder.
Oh, is it better now?
Nope.
Sorry. You go back. Sorry.
Sorry, I was on mute.
Sorry.
We lost the screen share. I don't know if you'd like to share again.
Yeah,
we can see
I
it.
started it again. Is
Yeah,
my
and
voice okay now? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, just since I last updated the community on our project, I think last time I presented some preliminary results, which are here, and we see an increased risk of certain cardiovascular related incidents in amongst COVID-19 patient. And currently we are, since we last updated the community, I think that was back in late last year. We did try to adapt some of the settings on our study design in the last couple of months. And IQVIA has been helping us to update the package and run some preliminary results. Unfortunately, some of the settings were not as what we expected to help in terms of how we want the design to be. So we have to revert some of the settings to how we obtain these results. So currently we are in continuous communication contact with IQVIA, and they have helped us to finalize the package with our current study design. So our next step is to begin the data extraction across all of their databases. But because of the size of the databases and also the our study package, the extraction time will be well, quite extensive. We're talking about I think it will be months until we fully extract all the data from across all the databases. So our plan currently is to continue to work with them and to and they will continue to extract the data and send us the results when they become available. So if I hear any further updates from them, then I'll also make sure that I share it with the community here. So that's the current status of our project. So yeah, unfortunately, I think we have done quite well, we've done quite a lot of the testing and also getting the preliminary data work done already. So it's now we're at the stage where we can go ahead with doing the large scale data extraction and to get the full results for this study. So yeah, that's all I want to update you guys on in terms of our study progress. So yeah, and I'll keep you guys updated when the data's become available.
Cool. Thank you, Ivan. Any other questions or add-on from the ConCon team too? All right, I'll take that as no. Also, as we have 4 of our study owners, thanks again to share on the status update. So we would like to use this call so that, you know, we can have everyone's vote. Essentially, we're going to do a very democratically, that we're going to have everyone to vote so we can have a priority to work towards in the future in upcoming scientific forum calls and also kind of us collaborating together. So with that, everyone can vote on each of the steps. So we're going to do it study by study in the order that the owners just presented. And then we're going to collect the vote. We're going to count down the votes. And you can vote by, I think we can do the react, and then you can do the, how do you say? Do we do react? Yeah, react. And then I'll count down on each of the, how many people vote for each of the studies, and I'll write that down so that we have a prioritized study list for the team for the whole community to work through in the coming months. So with that, I will first start with Jiangsu's data quality study. So if everyone can use the thumbs up for a vote, I'll then write them down.
We're just voting for one study?
Oh, we'll do it one by one. So as the, I'll start with Changsu's, Chen's, and then Nicole, so we'll do it for each of the study. We'll have everyone vote.
Okay.
Yep.
And we vote by raising our hands, or?
By yeah, I think raise hands is fine. Yep.
You see that hand raising that I just did?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
It's not the react, it should be a separate button, right? So see, everybody's figuring out how to raise their hands now, it seems.
Okay.
We can put our
And
hands
then it's
down now.
counting for me. So because it has the hand, it all has the
You don't have
counts.
to count under the people.
I don't have to count.
You don't have to count. No, you don't. Under
Yeah.
the people, it shows you how many people are raising their hands.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, now we can put all of us can put our hands down now that we played with it.
Okay, so
And-
now that we've thanks to the technology. Okay, so now let's so first we'll vote for Changsu's study. So if anyone wants to participate and continue working together on that data quality study, so please raise your hand.
I think it's reverse. It's not, Jing, it's not about who's participating, and it's not
Uh-huh.
about continuing to work on it. That's not what the vote is about. The vote is about we have 4 of these guys.
Yeah, we want
Right.
to.
Which ones do we want to prioritize? Or what is the
Mhm.
priority of these guys, right?
Mhm.
So we're going to work on all 4 of them, and we're all going to participate in all 4 of them, okay? So it's
Mhm.
about depending. So I guess we got to figure this out, right? Like Nicole said, do you only get 1 vote,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? You get 1 vote. Which one do you think is your highest priority? Okay, because then we get an actual order. Because if everybody votes and everybody votes for every single one, we're still at the same page. We're all going to get 25 votes for all 25 for all 4 of them, and
Yeah.
we're still not a priority. Okay,
Mhm.
so you get 1 vote. Okay, you got to choose wisely. Okay, choose wisely. And again, it's not saying we're not working on them. We're just trying to prioritize them so we can focus a bit more. Because one of the feedback we got last year was that we had too many and we were just all over the place. And we really didn't get any of them done because we were focusing on so many, right? Nicole has her hands up.
Yeah.
Yes, Nicole.
I'm just wondering if there's a better way, because this is going to be quite difficult. Is a better way for us to sort of try to pick off the studies that are most developed, the ones that just need a little bit of help to get, to be finalized across the line, and then work on those, and so the lower hanging fruit, because I think this is quite a difficult task, because all the study owners are here and either we abstain from voting ourselves or not. I don't mind which study gets prioritized, but I just wonder whether, like Chan's study, for example, is very near complete. So should we concentrate on that?
And so is Changsu's,
Oh, so
right?
is Changsu's.
Changsu's is
So-
actually much more further along.
Yeah, and so what do
right?
we need
He's
to
ready to
do?
write paper.
Yeah, so what do we need to do just to finalize that and get it across the line? And perhaps that's the priority for our next
Okay.
call, is to finish that rather than prioritize in terms of interest and that kind of thing. So it's just a suggestion, but
I can't pronounce the person who has their hands up.
Hi, Sujin. Please speak up. Yep.
Thank you.
Sujin, do you have your hand up for a reason?
Because I'm supposed to help Chongsu.
Okay.
His
We're not
process
to the
as
votes
he-
yet.
Just showing
Yes.
support. Just showing support. Okay. Very eagerly showing support.
Show support.
But I totally agree with Nico, right? That Nico's logic that we should help the team to quickly push the paper out.
Yeah, but
So
again, guys,
Yes.
that is prioritizing, isn't it? Right? So like, although it's
Yes.
sort of harsh and blunt, it is prioritizing, right? So if I guess your vote depends on how far each study you think is at, and whether it's worth pushing those forward or not. So I do think we do need a vote. Of course, it might be harsh for the study owners, but yeah, just my opinion here. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we don't really have, if we go down that route, it's not a voting anymore. That's how we're going to prioritize it, right? So based on what we just said, Chansu's is the first, if we go with the timeline, right? Or the one that's closest to completion, right? Chansu's is the furthest one. So I would consider that priority number one, right? Between the other three, I think Chan, you're ready for the analytic package, right? Your analytic package is almost done. So, and then the Hong Kong one, I heard also an analytic package close to being done, right? And then Nicole, if we're going to go that route, you're number 4 because you're nowhere near an analytic package.
Fine by me. Fine by me.
But what I would like to ask, right, because if we're going to go down that route, maybe we can have the study owners give us a bit more insights, because I would like to make sure we have timelines that we can meet, right? So Chung-Soo, we're talking March 21st here for yours, because we want to do an abstract to AMIA, right? So that's the target. So question is, who wants to help Chung-Soo with that abstract, right? So that's the first question we need to ask. So anybody raising their hands to help Chung-Soo with their abstract. So Morning's raising their hand and I'm raising my hand. Look at that. See, this is how hand raising works. Okay. Wow.
There's a high chance that I will be there anyway. So yeah,
Correct.
definitely
Same
happy
with
to
me.
help,
That's
yeah.
the only reason why, right? So maybe the next step, Chung-Soo, is to have either have a separate call, or we can talk via email how we can organize that abstract, right? So this way we're moving that one along. Okay. Chan, you said your package is, now everybody lower their hands, please. Chan, you said you're aiming for the abstract to be done, or not the abstract, but the results to be done soon as well, or not results, get thing. Analytic packages. This is what happens when you just eat dinner and you're full. Yeah. Okay. Say, God. Right. So when do you expect that to be done? And this, and I guess the question I have is, who here as a data partner would participate in Chan's study? Okay. Raise of hands for those that are data owners that are willing to participate in Chan's study. Please raise your hand. Someone else from IQVIA better raise their hands, or else I'm going to have a heart attack. I wouldn't call it a heart attack. I'm not very happy, not a very happy person on the phone.
Well, how about just arrow to?
Yeah.
Just nominated the name from IQ, yeah.
So I guess the next question is, because we only really have 3 people here, Singapore, IQVIA, and well, Korea. Chan, you better have your own data, right? Maybe the next step that we need to have some volunteer to help us with is actually looking for external data partners, right? While you're developing your packages, we look for external data partners to help us. Now, is there a timeline you're looking? You said in the middle of the year. What's the timeline for your whole thing? You wanted to aim for AMIA too, or you're aiming for AMIA in March, right?
The first target will be the ABS submission until the 21st this March.
Okay. See, I like targets. Now let's talk about the Hong Kong one, right? So I heard you guys are going to have an analytic package soon. Do we know by when?
I think the analytic package is pretty much very close to finish. The most time-consuming part would be waiting for the data to be extracted. So yeah, in terms of the analytic package, I think it's yeah, it is close to ready as well.
So the next call, because you don't have a target like these other two have, does it make sense for the next call, which is in a month, to review your analytic package with the group here so that then everybody knows what it is that you want to do? And then we look for volunteers.
I think it's okay.
Give
Perhaps perhaps the other perhaps the study owners may be able to suggest.
Can you
I
repeat
think
that?
we can.
Sorry.
No, I think it's okay for me. I'm not sure if the study owners have any comments or suggestions.
I think your study owners are on the call, right? Ian, you guys are on the call, right? So are you guys okay with next month?
Yeah.
Next one month from now? 1 month from now, right?
It's always good to have a timeline and then to force the PhD student to work like a dog. That's what I like. So Mui, you are really cool, but I like it. Yeah.
I'm asking. You don't have to say yes. It could be the following
I
month.
say yes to you. Who can say no to you? You know, you're such a charming person. We shall say yes to it.
Okay. And then Nicole.
But we certainly need Jane to give us a hand. We need to kill fear people. Yeah. So I'm going to put pressure on you guys too at the same time. I love it.
How about you guys go and confirm this, whether or not, as the group who's doing the package, confirm this for us, whether or not it's okay to present at the next scientific committee or this scientific forum, right? About the analytic package that you guys have created. Okay. And then Nicole, you're trying to shoot for some results at the symposium, right? The July symposium. You're on mute.
I'm on mute. Yes.
So what do you need from the community here? Because we did the cohort diagnostic tool last, right? And you're spending time right now defining the cohort.
We're just finalizing it. Yeah. So we should have some final cohorts. I could present them at the April meeting if that's what you're after. Yes. Good idea. Yeah. That gives me a timeline too. Yeah. Great. Can do that.
Should we have an additional activity for the whole study at the APAC symposium in July?
Yeah, I think we'll talk about that in the steering committee. But there is a whole agenda for that already. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but to help her move along, right? So there we go. We've prioritized, or to a degree prioritized. So Chan and Chusong, yours are first, right? But next scientific committee, Nicole, you're going to bring your cohorts for review. And then Hong Kong team, you guys are going to bring your analytic package for review. Okay. And this way folks can look at it and provide feedback if they need, right? And then Chan, we're going to figure out how to reach out. You know how to reach out to partners. I guess that you don't need help with that. But the question that I guess I have for you is, would you also present your analytic package to folks so that people can see what it is you're doing?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's enough time, right? That's 3 analytical packages. Is that enough time in the next reviews, in the next session to go over?
3 packages, including mine?
Yeah, because yours, there's Hong Kong, and then Nicole is going through the cohort definition, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. So 18 minutes per person. Give us 6 minutes to start and stop the meeting. See how concise I'm getting.
That's good.
Cool. I think we accomplished our goal. Is there another study or anything else someone wants to bring up as part of the scientific forum that we're missing? Is there something that might be helpful to any of you guys, the study owners, anything that we can collaborate or discuss in here? Nope. I just want to put it out there. So I put it out there. The answer is no. You guys all get 13 minutes back.
Okay. Good.
Cool.
Cool.
Thank you.
Cool.
All right, thank you,
Thanks.
everyone. See you in a
Thanks,
month.
guys.
Bye.
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 Bye bye.